That is the butterfly bob. Going to be a massive trend. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today what we're going to be doing is the butterfly bob. This is a take on the biggest haircut, or one of the biggest haircut trends that's happening right now, which is the butterfly haircut, where you've got a lot of layers coming around the face like that. We're going to do it in a bob form to show you something really simple, really easy. You can use in the salon, on the salon floor, on your clients. So yeah, 2 sections is how we're going to do it. We're then going to put in the length and then work from there. So if you think you're going to get value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below if you think you could wear this haircut, if you could take this to your stylist and say, look, I want the butterfly bob, or if you're going to use it on one of your clients in the salon. Let me know down below. I'd love to know. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're just going to start off by wetting the mannequin down. I am trying to bring you as much detail as possible when it comes to what we're doing, because a lot of you in the comments say, oh, I wish I seen how you sectioned it out. So I am listening, and I'm going to be bringing you the sectioning patterns also up here on the board, so you can see where we've got just here. We're going to be working the sectioning patterns out on there for you as well, so you can see exactly where we're going to section. Right, so mannequin head is all wet down, and what we're going to do is a simple back to front section. But what I want to do first, like I said, is I want to put in the length. All I'm going to do, this mannequin head is really quite thin, so I'm not going to section out. I'm going to make it super simple. If you've got a client who's got really fine hair, this haircut's going to give them a lot of volume, a lot of sort of fullness, a lot of shape. But what we need to do, we need to put that perimeter in to make it look nice and full. And where we want it to sit, we want to comb the hair down and just see where it starts to break. And I mean gets a little bit thinner, so look, tapers out. So if I have a look there, if I just show you, you can see it's sort of tapering out there around the ears, which is sometimes where hair naturally tapers out. Because we've got the ears, the hair will come round and then lose that density there. So I'm going to work from there. So it's basically on the neckline. And you can see how fine this hair is. So I'm just going to come to that neckline there, using my comb as a ruler. And I'm just going to travel around on my stool, following that line. So we're just creating like a box bob. The strongest point of the density. So you can see there, just nice and full. Now we're just going to follow that round. And again, we can see there it's getting really quite fine. So that's where we're going to take it to. Let's just make sure we're balanced, which we are. So there's our blunt bob put in, just a simple box bob. We could then go on and blow dry and straighten if that's all we wanted. We could then refine once it was dry, but we want to do the butterfly bob today. So we're going to find the high point of the head, which is there. Draw straight down, comes to just behind that ear on this mannequin. People's heads might be slightly different because obviously we've all got different high points. And again, I'm just going to copy that line all the way on this side, so it comes to just behind the ear. And I'll jump on the mannequin heads on the wall, and I'll show you. If it's easy for you to understand as a drawing, as a picture, you can screenshot it, but it's simply as easy as that. So we've got our mannequin heads here. We've cut off our blunt line, so we cut it off around about there, should we say, on the mannequin. Sectioning, high point of the head. On here, the high point of the head's a little bit further forward than on the mannequins, but we've used the mannequin head shape. So where that's come is just behind that ear, which is straight down there. And if we were to look at it on top, we'd be looking at that section through there. So we've got a front and back section. That's it. Really simple. And let's jump onto the head. And we've also got that middle section. So let me just pop that on there as well. And also what we've done is we've got a middle part. So straight down there, front and back, side to side. So let's jump onto the mannequin head. So sectioning, like I've just drawn, straight down the middle, high point to just behind the ear. And we want to create the softness that we have. So I'm just literally going to section out that back. We want the sort of soft fringe as well. So we're going to be doing it all. And a really easy way to get your first guide is by drawing a little triangle just at the front of that section. So I've got a little triangle on that front there, and I want to bring this to her lips. That's where I want this to sit. So I've just gone in a little triangle through there and cut it into a little bit of a V. I'm then going to grab either side of the parting 1 centimetre. So we're basically working with just under 1 inch as our guideline on this top section. Through there. And now we want to pick up this, which is our fringe bangs guide that we've just put in. We're then going to pull straight out from the head. So let's spin that this way. So you can see there's our guide at the bottom there. And there's our layer that we've just put in. Pulled it straight out, vertical section. We're now going to be following that all the way through and over directing this hair to meet that. So we're going to pull up. We don't want any bagging at the base. Pull straight out from the head. Find our guide. And we go straight up. And I'm just taking inch sections as we work through here. Again, guide. Straight up. Next section, we're elevating and over directing up to this middle section. And then once we're happy, we should start getting less and less hair as we pull it up and maintain that length around the perimeter. So there we go, we're getting less and less hair now. And then last section, let's see if it reaches. So pull it up over that middle parting, straight out, and there is minimal, literally dust. So I'm just going to resection that down that middle because we want to be pulling the next side up to it. And we can already see those layers there. So I'm going to do it from here now so you can see. So our guide is here. There's a bit of this side in it. Let's pull it in. So we're going to push up into that middle. Make sure we're keeping it nice and tight, that tension. Coming up over that parting. And we're cutting to our guide. And again, we're pushing up. Once we get nice and tight, pulling straight out, find our guide through there. Next section. We're getting less and less hair now. And on this one, I can pretty much guarantee it's just going to be dust again. So up and out, and it's dust. And then what you get is a beautifully framed face, keeping that length that we just put in. We're going to open that up there. It's going to be nice and strong. Because we cut it straight out, we're going to be maintaining that weight from here, pulling forward so it falls over. If we'd have pulled it up and elevated more, it'd have been softer. So now I want to work on this back section. So middle parting down the back, we're just going to draw that out through there. So you can see there, I've got a middle guide coming through this back here. And we want to put a little bit of a layer in. So where I'm going to get my guide from is the back section of that front piece that we put in, which is there. Let's get a bit of a stronger one so you can see. Just there at my thumb. So if I spin our head around and we cut from our guide, which is there, you can see we'll be taking that off. And then again, I'll pull straight down, bring this up into that middle so we keep the perimeter nice and strong. Up, straight across. And the reason we're using blunt layers today is because we want to keep strength in the hair. Let's bring this up. All that hair underneath that's falling out, you haven't got to worry about it because it's too short to even matter. But that's not even going to reach, and I'll show you. So we come up, bring it right up to that middle, and there's nothing there. So what we're going to do, get our guide back in, which is that middle section. We're then going to come down this side. I'm going to stand here just so you can see. I should have a strong guide, which I have there. And again, bring it up. Got those little bits of hair. And that's good. Having this, we know we're keeping a real strong perimeter to the haircut. So we were talking at the beginning about fine hair. I wanted to keep the density. We know nothing's reaching there. We know now we've got a really strong perimeter. Rip it off, give it a shake. And then what I'll do is I'll blow dry it so you can see, but you should already be able to see that shape coming in there already. So this is the butterfly bob. So you can see we've got that real soft shape through there. Beautiful. But look at how strong it is. Because of the angle we took the hair and cut the hair at, we've kept a lot more strength there. If we were to not cut here but up here and cut, it'd have been a lot softer and a lot lighter. But because we're working with this finer density of hair, we cut it lower to keep the amount of weight in that hair. And I'll show you the back. So we've just got that slight layer through there. Let's just get this fringe dressed out. So there we have it. That's the butterfly bob. Bear with me, I'll dry it, style it, and you're going to love it. Change your clothes next day. I let this dry, air dry overnight with those little no mark clips in the front just to give it a little bit of shape. And also I had meetings and everything last night that I had to get to. But this is the finished result of the butterfly bob. And I just wanted to open up all of that natural texture. You can see the way we cut it, pulling it straight out, left it very heavy and keeping a lot more weight to the haircut than if we were to angle it and elevate it slightly more to loosen it up. We wanted to keep a lot of that fullness in there because we were working with a finer haired mannequin client. You can see here, absolutely love it. And butterfly, we've just got those layers just kissing those cheekbones and just sort of fluttering around there, all there. But yeah, what do you think? Super easy, super quick. Again, let's just look at that natural texture that we have working through there with the mannequin. Products used, Joico Zero Heat and Humidity Blocker. So Joico Zero Heat just sort of scrunched into it. Humidity Blocker, sprayed it, got those clips, popped them in that front so we could maintain that shape around there. There we go. That is the butterfly bob. Going to be a massive trend. Bobs are always huge trends, and I wanted to bring something that was a big trend right now, the butterfly cut, and put it in something that's going to be even bigger next year. So yeah, hope you like it. Let me know if you do in the comments below. Like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.